What it do? Dream Team. It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Jefferies' favorite Australian story. I'm excited to hear. Before we do though, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Oh, we got you!
Was on The Simpsons was they were joking about Australia and Australia took it seriously.
Okay.
And so there was obviously the direct jokes about us all being criminals.
Yeah.
Right, which fine.
That's what, you don't care.
Well, I don't. The only time I care about that one, and I almost got into a fist fight with in my early 20s when I was living in London, because when a white British person says it with venom,
right,
calls you a convict,
yeah,
then I'm like, oh, that's fucking fighting talk.
It's different when they call you when it's said with venom, when it's said with humor. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I like to laugh as much as the next guy, but when it's said with venom, it's a different feeling. Right?
So now we know the one thing that can offend Jim Jefferies.
And there's a certain accent as well. It's got to be it's got to be posh English.
Okay, so it's not going to be like the David Beckham type.
Hugh Grant. No. See, you're wrong about Beckham. Beckham doesn't have it.
Hugh Grant.
Beckham's from Essex. Which is like where all the slutty girls live. If you go Essex women all the time, and he's got a squeaky little voice. He's like little Beckham. Yeah.
Okay, so he almost sounds like a slutty.
Yeah,
girl.
he's not actually from Manchester. He just followed Manchester as a kid, and the reason they never get him to talk at all, right? He's got that squeak. That's why they never in advertisements was just like, look at his abs. Don't make him a spokesperson.
His mouth doesn't even open in the pictures. They're like, we don't even want the idea of you talking to be portrayed.
No. And over here, I guess.
Well, do you want the idea you talking to be portrayed? We'll autofocus on the abs, on your skills on the field, but we don't ever want you to open that mouth, baby.
Okay, but in Britain, everyone's like, no, shut up. And not like Jason Stratham, which is the East End. I've got a problem with you, my son.
Right. So
Ray Winston. As well, Ray Winston had it like in Indiana Jones. He was like Jonesy in that Crystal Skull film.
So if I in this accent called you a fucking convict, you wouldn't give two shits.
No, I wouldn't give two shits because that guy's a convict as well, right? That's two criminals talking to each other. I'm all right with that guy.
Now, what if Helen Mirren called you a
fighting talk.
Ding, ding, ding.
Fighting talk. Although that broad, if you Google her enough, somehow through playing the Queen, we've given her this posh. Back in the days, she was getting naked in every film.
She was Caligula.
In every film.
Yeah, she was Caligula. She's been in orgy scenes.
Yeah.
Like in the 70s.
Yeah, Dan Bacadol, who was in my sitcom Legit, who's now in Life in Pieces.
He was in the Heat with me. He
was in the Heat, right?
He's incredible.
So Bacadol was in, and I don't know whether I'm giving away one of his stories, but what's he gonna do?
Yeah. we will eventually circle back to The Simpsons.
Yeah. So Bacadol fucking he did Trumbo.
Cranston.
Cranston, Oscar-nominated Trumbo. He played his character in the film was weird because you watch the movie like his character serves no purpose. It's just like he's got like lines and stuff, but his character he's John Wayne's mate. He's just hanging around when John Wayne gets upset about everyone being a communist, and I goes, I can't do the voice. Anyway, so
he said I can't do the voice. Forget about the voice. Let's keep moving on. Anyways,
people who are communists.
I always think that my John Wayne is like my impersonation of a drunk Canadian. Hey, let's go over there and go get the thing, right? So anyway, he's in the movie, and he said that Helen Mirren non-stop flirting.
Really?
Yeah, he said he'd be in a trailer getting makeup done, and she would just be flirting the whole time.
Love it.
Saucy woman.
Is Dan married?
He is.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, she's still 80 or something, isn't she?
She's up there, but I mean,
okay.
For the story,
oldest woman you'd fuck happily.
Ooh. Well, like, okay, because like I would happily.
He said happily. Oldest woman. I've never thought about this question. Oldest woman you would smash happily. Jesus, I don't know a lot of old women. Maybe Jennifer Aniston? I don't know too many old women. It's 'cause I'm sure there might be some older. Happily. That why, but I just don't. I don't know them. J Lo's pretty. I don't know. J Lo's pretty old, but she doesn't look it at all. Not one bit. I guess whoever's older out of those two, I would.
Fuck Helen Mirren.
No, I wouldn't fucking happily fuck Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
I would happily fuck Christy Brinkley.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, that's an unreal
Yeah.
52.
Welcome back to
No,
Reasonable.
60.
60?
60.
That's insane.
And Helen Mirren's pushing 70.
Yeah. Helen Mirren, look, if I had to, gun to my head, Helen Mirren's in there.
Yeah.
Sophia
Gun to
Loren
my
Machine.
head.
Upper 70s.
Yeah, she'd be your 80 that you'd go for.
Yeah.
Right. If you had to.
If you had to.
Sure. That's not
All right,
not your
so The
wife.
Simpsons.
71. Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
71.
Christy Brinkley would be 61 by now. Because when she turned 60, it was like a big thing where they did a whole lot of magazines like, this is what 60 looks like. And you're like, no,
No, that's not.
That's a woman who doesn't touch alcohol, works out very hard.
Yeah.
They don't do that for men, do they?
They won't do it for Billy Joel, I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
This is what drunk looks like.
Did you were there at the Improv the night Paul McCartney was there, right?
He's been several times.
Yeah.
I was there one of the times.
Did you freak out?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge Beatles guy, so I freaked the fuck out. I was there with Judd Apatow, Chris D'Elia, who didn't really give a shit, but gave a shit because he was...
I feel like I love you, Jefferies, but this story is completely off track at this point. What's the Australian story at this point? Now we're just talking crap. We're just shooting the ish, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking about what's the oldest you smashed, and then we're just wavering on topic. What's the story, Jim?
He's like, all right, I guess...
I should give a shit.
Yeah.
I should give a shit.
Yeah.
It's not a good-looking woman. Oh, it's a what again? A beetle.
What's that?
What again?
I love how focused Chris is on like Chris's outlook on life is just like I like to drink coffee,
Yeah.
I like to do stand up, and I love beautiful women.
And the
that's
only
just
reason
about
he
it.
drinks
go.
coffee is to stay awake to meet beautiful women, and the only reason he just stand up is to meet beautiful women.
So really, it's just women.
It's really just women. Other things
you
are
go.
just steering the ship towards women. Anyway, so fucking, we were there, and it was, and what's his name? I sneeze. I'm sorry. Aziz Ansari.
I sneeze. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I will never be able to not hear that again.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah, of course not. It's a funny play on words.
Me and Forrest Shaw have little nicknames for people.
That's incredible.
That are affectionate.
Sure, that's very affectionate.
The weird thing is because I don't know Aziz. I met him like once or twice. I have nothing against the guy whatsoever. I think he's a good comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Aziz Ansari. Aziz is absolutely hilarious. I'll definitely rock with Aziz Ansari.
Master of None was a great
seems
show.
Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Right. But I used his name in my last special as ISIS's favorite comedian. Right. And I just,
Did he take offense to that?
well, the thing is, I haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go like ISIS. If you see this, ISIS are like chatting and they're talking about comedy. And one of them's like, I like beheading people. I like Muhammad. No, I love Muhammad. I should have put him first. I love Muhammad. I like beheading people. And I like the comedy of Aziz Ansari. Right? Now, the only reason this might be right, it probably is racist.
Yeah.
I said Aziz Ansari because it was the funniest name.
Yes.
I tried Zach Galifianakis, right? Wasn't as
No.
funny as Aziz Ansari.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis is too long.
And also,
too many syllables.
Jezelnik was just as
A little too hard.
He wasn't in the zeitgeist of everyone in my crowd as
Yeah.
much, so it was
right.
it
You can't go
was-
too obscure and be like Dave Coulier, because then you're gonna be like, why would ISIS
Yeah, so I have not, but I'm now nervous
to see him?
to see him again.
That's gonna be a great moment.
Yeah,
I want to
yes.
be there.
All right, Aziz, when I said you were ISIS's favorite comedian,
I'm not saying that you're ISIS. I'm saying
Open with that.
people in ISIS would like what you do.
There you go. That's how you explain it. That's how you explain it.
all right,
What's
maybe
better?
we need to think this over a little bit more.
Yeah. Now, will you open with that or wait for him to come to you and say,
I'm assuming he doesn't watch
Jim
what I do.
Jefferies!
Yeah, like, all right. You call me ISIS's favorite comedian. So I'm assuming that I'm assuming he wouldn't have watched me first of all, and then I'm assuming someone's told him.
Sure.
And then he
And then he probably watched it.
Probably tried to watch it and got bored because it was 15 minutes in or something. You know, I don't know.
And
Maybe
he had to go through all the Cosby rape jokes.
Yeah. Cosby's not upset with me, strangely enough.
Oh, nothing?
No, I haven't heard from
Well,
him.
I mean, I think he's got other things.
At this point, he's probably not trying to.
Yeah, I'm sure he's keeping off the YouTube. I'm trying to work for Netflix. Anyway, so
CISO's a good place to do it.
And this is your new
That's a good voice. Whoever's doing that, that's a good voice.
special Freedom,
Yeah,
which is now available on Netflix. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, The Simpsons.
Yeah.
What they did wrong with The Simpsons was, and then they did like, they went, we're going to go see the Prime Minister, and it was just a guy floating out in a lake, right? Now, people got upset with that because there was, we had a Prime Minister, this is one of my favourite Australian stories, in the 1950s called Harold Holt, right? Okay. That's a good name. It's Harold Holt.
One like disappeared or something like that. And was last seen on a lake or something like that.
Median, you'd love that name.
Sure.
Harold Holt.
Nice alliteration.
Yeah.
Plenty of
Easy
syllables.
to remember.
Harold Holt, you know he's telling one-liners, Harold Holt.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Anyway, so...
HaroldHolt.com, probably available.
Yeah.
You know? Not too many Harold Holts out there.
So Harold Holt was... While he was in office as the Prime Minister, right, he went for a swim and just never came back, like the Secret Service. The Secret Service was standing at the beach. Like, all right, Harold, go have a swim. He went for a swim by himself, which is weird anyway, right?
Yeah.
He went for a swim in the ocean and then just you'd never seen again.
No kid.
While he was the Prime Minister.
No boats following him.
Never
on the side.
found the body, nothing. And there
Just
was
gone.
That's
This is
crazy.
still like there was just radio in Australia. We hadn't had
Yeah.
TV yet, right? And because TV came in like 1956,
Okay.
right? And one police chief got in a lot of trouble because it was just a slip of the tongue, and he should have written what he wanted to say down,
Sure.
right? Because he went, "Our investigation has come to a dead halt," right?
Oh no!
That's terrible. That's terrible. Our investigation has come to a dead halt. That's
And
terrible.
like, shit! I just said that.
Oh no! With the you almost needed like a slide trombone in the back. I'm like, like just like that. Kind
But one of the worst things is in Melbourne, there's the Harold Holt Memorial Swimming Pool.
Oh, come on!
Like that one.
Oh, my
Through all the
Lord.
construction, no
Yeah.
one said,
Like we would not, we would not have the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Theater.
yeah.
We would not do that.
Well, it's kind of like in.
Well, I've been to Lincoln Theatre in Washington.
Yeah.
What else is it named after?
Yeah.
I perform at the Lincoln Theatre in Washington.
Is there?
That's the one I go
Yeah,
to.
it's incredible.
It's not
Yeah.
named after the fucking car. And if it was named after the car's named after him.
There you go.
Yeah, that video could have probably been like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Of him telling his story. But that's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.